Install the Tazer, and I got CTCharger over here.
Nice.
All right, guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about the Tazer, and this is something that I purchased a few weeks back, and I actually had it installed by CTCharger a couple weeks ago. And I've been driving around with the Tazer without any kind of problems or any issues whatsoever. I'm going to offer up my opinion on it and whether it's worth $280. Now, the first thing that I would just like to hit on is that Red/Hemi/RT has a 2017 Charger RT, and Scotty, CTCharger, used his Tazer to tase Red Hemi RT's Charger, and he was able to get the performance pages on his Uconnect. So that is something that I just needed to throw out there. I saw it, I witnessed it myself. He was able to get everything that the Tazer offers. Obviously, there are a couple of features like line lock that you need the Tazer to have, but he saw that he was able to get those performance pages. So just keep that in mind. Now, since having the Tazer installed, there's a few things that I've actually really enjoyed having. The number one thing would be the easy exit. So basically, when I shut the car off, the steering wheel lifts up and pushes back, and the seat kind of pushes back a little bit. So it makes it a lot easier for you to get in and out of the car. When you start it back up, the steering wheel goes back into the where you like to have it, and same with the seat. So it's actually a kind of a nice little custom touch to have in your car. Another really cool feature is that each time that I start the car, it starts off in sport mode, and that is something that's really awesome. I know a lot of people, each time that they drive, they just click the sport mode. Well, not anymore. You don't have to do that. You can start up your car and it's going to be immediately in sport mode, and that's one less thing that you have to think about when you're driving. The next thing that I really like is that the headlight, when I use the blinker, the daytime running light, it doesn't go out. I know this is a very small thing, but it just doesn't, it looks weird when the daytime running light goes out. So having that stay on with the blinker going looks a lot nicer. I also have used the light show at night. I'm not a massive fan of the light show. It is cool. I showed my son and he was freaking out. That's what I'm talking about. So, it is cool. And once you see your own car doing it, it's definitely pretty cool, So, but it's definitely, I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to get too heavy in or do often, but it's still cool to have. The one thing that I wanted to hit on is that track mode. It doesn't work for us in the RT. So anybody that's planning on getting track mode, it's going to be a letdown for you. There's a bunch of other little tiny touches that the Tazer has, and but those are just some of the things that I've been messing around with, or that I've noticed since having it. It's a nice little device that really unlocks some really cool features, and what I found was that it's super easy to actually install it, use it. Once you know how to do it, it's very simple. Whether it's kind of whether it's worth $280, I mean, that's kind of up to you. I know that it would be worth every single penny if I didn't have the performance pages. If I had an RT without the performance pages, $280 would be, I would spend that in a heartbeat to get those pages. So all the other little things like the easy exit, the blinker, the other little things that come with the Tazer are all really nice. I really haven't messed with the fan to turn it on, because with my J Green tune, that fan is always going anyway. So all right, so now I am going to show you the installation that Scotty did, and I really do want to throw a thank you out there to CTCharger for helping me out after our races, and we had a small little charger meet. He stayed back and hung out with me. We ate, a bunch of us ate some lunch, and we started messing around with the Tazers. So yeah, big thank you to him, and here you go. And we're gonna see what this thing is all about. So I have to unplug the Diablo, right?
Yeah.
So you take the
You can get a
Diablo out.
You can get a Y cable splitter for that.
Okay. Once I have this thing in, right, that it's fine.
Well, there's certain things you have to have the Tazer in for to have them activate.
Okay. So I have the Tazer plugged in.
All right, so you got to put it on run. Don't start the engine, just put it on run. All right.
My club has a 07 Daytona, with the 5.7.
So in a second, you're going to want to set the EVIC screen to audio. So it's on speedometer now, so you can hit the down arrow there and take it to audio, which should be 6. One more. There you go. Okay. So now the way that you toggle through the Tazer options are that you hold down the left arrow and hit the cancel button at the same time. And see how it goes to light show?
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to do the light show right now, you would hold this down and then hit the cruise control. But to toggle through, you just keep hitting that. So clear CELs is if you wanted to clear like a warning light or something like that. All right, so now you're going to want to marry. This is new in the latest version. It allows you to capture your settings before you start messing with them. All right, so go ahead, we'll say marry. All right, so it's gonna marry. It gives you a countdown.
Now to do the light show, I don't have to have the Tazer. I don't have to have the Tazer in, right?
No, you do have to have it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and line lock too, as well, right?
Correct. Yeah. All right, good. So now it's married. All right, so now if you ever want to go back to what your pre-Tazer settings were, if you unmarry it, it sets everything back to what it was.
Okay.
All right. So if we start going through some of the screens here. All right, so let's go to, so there's sub-menus now. So if you select perf, it takes you into the performance menus. All right. Now, not all of these apply to a 5.7 liter. You know, you don't have the 5-speed. So you just typically just leave whatever's there. All right, I'm going to go buy SRT for a minute. Perf set, that allows you to have the performance like 0 to 60 timers and stuff like that. So since you were, like you said, you already have a lot of this stuff,
mm-hmm.
you know, with your model. So, but hold on. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one. Oh, I got to go back to. Hold on. Got to go back to audio. Oops. Okay. So Super Track Pack enable, you already have Super Track Pack. You could turn your paddles on and off if you wanted to. Steering control isn't something that you have in the 5.7. So that list is NA there. Drive mode is what allows you to go and set and I don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen that on there where you go into, you can set like
Oh,
your
no.
firmness and
Nope.
stuff like that. And
So now I have that?
yeah, so if you go to, we'll go to apps, and then, actually you have the Super Track Pack. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I know it's hot. So if you go to drive mode setup, all right, you can choose your options.
Oh, yeah, I've been in this.
You've
Okay,
seen that.
yeah.
Right. So you already have this.
Uh-huh.
Guys that don't have this option from the factory,
I gotcha.
this is how you would turn that on.
Yep.
You know?
All right. So really, I got
So-
this thing for the light show.
No,
essentially, and the
I'm
line
going to
lock.
show you. I'm going to show you.
Shift light?
Shift
What is
light,
that?
yeah, you can, let's turn that on. All right. Eco mode, that's a 6.4 thing. Here you could, if you wanted to, you could go and set your tires to, like if you had different size tires or something like that. I don't know, you want to open the windows?
Yeah.
It's getting kind of hot. All right. So we're not going to do anything with the tires. With the radio, do you have a rear view cam on this?
I do.
You do? Okay. Yep. So if you could turn that on if you didn't have it. Camera grid. DVD. Here you can turn travel link off.
What is that?
So do you get the weather warnings and stuff like that
Yep.
that just pop
Yeah.
up randomly?
Yeah, you can
that
shut
piss
that
you off?
Yeah, I want to shut that
All
off.
right, we're gonna shut that off because most guys don't want that. All right,
Sweet.
so that's off. Lighting. All right, here's some additional options. Oops, hold on. Go back around